Welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. My guest today is a Travel Channel food expert, host of Man vs. Food, and author of America the Edible. Joining me from Bank of America Stadium, home of the Carolina Panthers, Adam Richman. Welcome to the Kiosk Presents.
Thanks for having me on, Laurie.
Thank you. So here in Buffalo, we are big Buffalo Bills fans. We're known for throwing pretty epic tailgates. What's some tips you can give us to throw the best tailgate?
Wow, it's hard, man. Buffalo tailgates. There's nothing I can tell you guys that you don't know. My gosh, birthplace of the mighty wing and home of Charlie the Butcher. I mean, it's a win-win.
Indeed.
I'm very good friends
party
with the mighty Chad Michael Murray. He's a good buddy of mine, and the Buffalo love is in deep effect. Well, one of the things, I guess, because, filming Fandemonium and being with fans and tailgating with fans of every stripe, from Ren fairs to concerts and baseball and so on, is that the really successful tailgates and the people that make a life out of this, that dedicate themselves to it, it's not an accident why their tailgates are successful, whether it's because people love their energy or their food or their creativity. So here's a couple tips that I've picked up that could help you have a great tailgate and not cost a ton of dough, because tailgating is expensive. I don't know, people don't really get how expensive it is. Like 50% of the people that are going to tailgate are going to drive 50 miles. That's gas. It's like
Wow.
$100 just to do it. And 90% of people said they're going to do at least one this season. So you're dealing with a lot of money. So food-wise, I know certainly it's what people, want to hear from me. So I want to give you some great food tips. You could buy a bag of frozen shrimp, and you can thaw them, fry some, saute some, or even just brush them with barbecue sauce and make a bunch of skewers. And again, one purchase can create 3 dishes. This one right here is from El Reno, Oklahoma. It was a location we filmed that for Man vs. Food. Sid's makes the onion fried burger. And it was actually a recipe created so they could stretch out their chopped meat. You could take one portion of chopped meat and you make your burgers half size, take a handful of Spanish onions, pack them right into the burger. So when you flip them, it caramelizes the onions and it steams the rest right into the meat. So you have one portion of meat that makes twice as many burgers loaded with flavor that no one else is gonna have. That's gonna be the thing where they're like, do you see those guys in lot A? They got this burger, it's like half onion, it's unbelievable. But all food, fun stuff aside, and this is just a kid from Brooklyn who came from a single parent family, he didn't have a lot, that expense does take a hit over like a long 16 game, 20 game season. Baseball,
Right, it
my
can
God.
really add up.
And again, it's the ordinary men and women that are the fans that make the sports and the events so great. So I really, really advocate to find a great cash rewards program, something that's going to put money back into your pocket after you spend it. I don't care if you're spending it on groceries or gas or the cool beanie that has a propeller and a drink holder, whatever it is. It doesn't make a difference. If you're a fan, you should be a passionate fan, not let money hold you back. So for tailgaters, I personally really dig the one from Bank of America. Their cash rewards plan is just great because it's really the stuff that you're going to spend money on. 50% of people are going to drive 50 miles, so 3% off on gas. That's awesome. You're going to spend $100 on groceries, 2% off on those. And so when you know that it's not bank speak, that you're actually going to get money back in your account when you spend money, I mean, I've seen people in Wisconsin, when I went and filmed with the Brewers, that drive from Menominee, that drive from the Minnesota state border just to go to a Brewers game, and they do that all season for every home game with children, with families. And I think that if tailgating becomes an ordeal, then you lose the passion and the joy that makes us all root for our team and cry when they lose and cheer when they win. And so saving money or making your brat, this is the Fabrata from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A dude, literally, it was sort of loaves and fishes, except it was burritos and brats. But he had one pack of brats, a bunch of hungry brosifs, and he chopped up the brats into onions and peppers, and he made a bratwurst fajita known as the Fabrata, and that's original and saved money, and that's what it should be. It should be a joy, and I want to bring joy back to tailgating.
Wow, there's so much great information, Adam Richman. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Kiosk Presents, and good luck at your next tailgate.
It's an honor. I hope to be back there for Beef on Weck very soon. Very soon.
We'd love to have you back in Buffalo. Thank you.
My pleasure.